which was the keyboard I started recording on. Dave Bright and I broke up, and he kept it, kind of like hold it over my head. But enough of that story. Let me get back to the Mary J. Blige. So, Mary J. Blige comes to my house in New Jersey, in Little Ferry, New Jersey. And I had written this song called I Ain't Taking No Shorts. I wrote this song because they at Uptown, Kurt Woodley, Puffy, all of the powers that be was saying she ain't ready. She got to get her look together. We don't like the way she looks. And I thought she was very cool. She was average looking young teenager that, obviously had to grow into womanhood, but she wasn't a bad looking girl at all. And you can clearly see that, given her beautiful features, that she was an attractive girl. But they looked at her as hood girl. And so I was angry for her. And I took the position of, okay, I'm going to write some words that you can really sink your teeth into. And the song was, I ain't taking no shorts. No, not this time. And the first line of that song was, baby, don't you know what time it is? Time for me to begin to live. She going out here with all the stops saying, y'all can say what you want about me, but I'm going to be that chick. You wait and see. And Mary sung that song with all her heart. We never got to finish the song, but I believe I heard Mary speak of the song maybe one time since her success took over. And she would always say, boy, Angie Stone's a very pretty girl. And I can remember I ain't taking no shorts. And that was all I needed to be acknowledged, that she never forgot. But I know that those lyrics put a bout of self-esteem in her spirit that day that says, you know what, they're not going to treat me any kind of way. So by the time they did find Mary J. Blige's it spot, she became that it girl. If you can recall the group, the sequence that I was with at the time, we used to wear these metallic jackets with these white cheerleader skirts. You got to remember, we came from being cheerleaders. It wasn't very long after that Mary...
It's a new year, and healthy habits aren't just for humans. Why not give your dog a fresh start, too? Thanks.
Mary J. Blige was seen on a brownstone set of steps with a football jersey on and a white cheerleader skirt. Well, I was in my feelings because nobody in New York was wearing those tennis skirts. The sequence brought those tennis skirts to reality, and Mary J. Blige made those skirts famous. She wore it, and then the next thing you know, everybody wanted to be like Mary J. Blige. But I personally took it as she got some of that Angie Stone energy in her system, and she went out there like the beast she ended up being. She don't never have to really acknowledge me, but I was surprised at the end of the day when my song that we talked about the other day, Every Day and Die, was leaked on her project. I really thought you had a lot more respect for me than that. After all, my love and my hard work and perseverance with you was genuine. So that's my secret rendition of that whole Uptown scandal. Now, the other piece of the puzzle that you guys would want to know is, I know you recall back then when they had that big concert down at the college, and all the stampedes, and people were killed, and Father MC's baby mama lost her baby and life. It was just a mess. And people were crushed at the door. Well, I'll tell you this. Up until that time, Puffy, like I said, was all over Uptown. He was the man. He was the one that wanted to be recognized for this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And so, very often, he would look right past me. I would be there and he would just keep it moving, wouldn't say anything. I can remember when there were gunmen standing in the hallway at MCA because so many threats had gone out because he and Heavy D, bless his heart and rest his soul, had been together on that party. And all the threats that went out that they were going to do this and they were going to do that. It really resonated and hit home with Puffy. I just happened to be in the studio this particular day. And because he never, ever really bothered with me or spoke to me in that fashion, I wasn't a part of Uptown. I was just at MCA. On this particular day, I was coming off the elevator. I will never forget it as long as I live. And Puffy came to me, first time, speaking to me as a decent human being. And he said, "Hey, Miss Stone." I said, "Yeah, what's up?" He said, "How are you?" I said, "I'm fine. I'm shocked you speaking to me." He said, "Miss Stone, would you please pray with me?" I said, "Well, of course." When he asked me to pray with him, I believe at that moment Puffy was terrified for his life. I think that he was afraid because all of the things that had gone out and about that party, they were singling him out, and I don't think that he thought he was going to survive it. And I was just happy that whenever he didn't speak to me, I knew he couldn't see me. But on this day, he saw the God in me, which was so not about me, but it was so about the spirit that I carried. And I can honestly tell you that this particular day, I stood there and I prayed with Sean, P. Diddy, Puffy, Combs, because he cried out for help. Does that excuse his ongoing behavior? Of course, this was years ago. But the fact that he actually acknowledged God lets me know that at one time he was a real soul that was not tainted to the point that he could not feel. But for the first time, I believe, he feared God. So, I'm here to tell you that, quite contrary to what you guys may think, Sean Puffy Combs asked me to pray for him and with him. And I did. So, just like the student I am, God has the power to forgive. And I'm not saying that I'm praying that this happens for him, but I'm praying that he cries out to the Lord at this time, that whatever he genuinely is dealing with, that God hears his heart. Okay? At this point, I'm going to open the floor for any questions that I can catch up and read. You guys have been gracious to hang out with me. I just kind of wanted to give you a sneak peek into things that I witnessed, that I can give an attest for, that I can honestly say without questioning anybody or second guessing that I've dealt with. Okay? Let me see if I can catch some of these questions. Queen Oracle. Mama Kafek, John, Alexander, Nush, all right, Cynthia, Ortiz, okay, Cole Teasy, what's up, Cole T? Love you. Remember, do you have interest in mentoring or having your own label? I definitely want.
Amazon AI is changing lives. With this AI-powered income system, there are no physical products.
Be mentored when it comes down to this industry. You need to have a covering over you to protect you because, you know, so much has been going on in the world, but more so in the music industry. You have to. Have I talked about the Calvin Richards song? You have to be prepared for what God has for you. Okay. I have not talked about that. I did 17 songs with Calvin Richardson that are unreleased. They are currently sitting in Marvin Gaye's studio in California. John McClain and John Nettlesby are guarding my reel with their life because there's a lot of stuff that, you know, I wanted to have protected, but some of the best music that we did is on that reel, and Calvin and I have both talked about re-releasing that material. I see you, Coty. I love you back. Leslie Washington. Okay. All right. Love you too. I don't know who this is calling me, but just a minute. Hey there, I'm on my live. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to call you right back. I'll call you right back. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts regarding Black Americans Queen? Good afternoon from Detroit, Michigan. What's up, Detroit? I'll be there next month. Oh, somebody said, please release the material. We're talking about it. My opinion on Black Americans right now, I think Black people have been so taken advantage of and so toyed with that trying to find a place of our own and just to revel in our love and our joy is a very hard place to be because they've taken so many liberties on the things we need to cultivate a great home. They've taken away the disciplinary action for our children. So it means our next generation can't have 100% of what we grew up on. So already we've got the computer age that is really destroying the minds of our kids. I'm very, very upset about that because I have a 16-year-old grandson who has to have that phone, got to have that iPad, loves to play the games, and in turn, really being rebellious when he can't have those things. And I can only imagine that so many other families are dealing with so much of the same thing because the children are obsessed. It's become the way of the world for them. And as a result, they have limited within the infrastructure, and then the outer structure goes and try to kill us all. They're using us and our children to take control. And that's the saddest thing we have to look forward to. So I would suggest that if nothing else, please pray for your children, your grandchildren. Continue to reach out to the Lord for the explanations that only He can give us. View requests, let me see. I just reviewed a request. Hi there. Are you still on? Let me see. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Hi from South Carolina, Diva, Grandma, Princess 19 from South Carolina. That's what's up. Thank you. Stay for dance. Hey guys, what's up? I am so overwhelmed that you decided to join me. You know, the other day somebody told me, back up, you're too close to the screen. Listen, only way I can read these questions, I got to get up on the screen. I'm an old lady at this point, so I can't see that far. But anyway, I'm trying to accommodate you as much as I can. But I promise you, let me see, something spoken to advise a godly woman. That's why you have to be careful of those people you love. You're right. You are so right. Thank you. You make my sunshine with Prince. That's my friend. He has always been truthfully honest with me, and I'm very saddened that he left so soon. Summer, yeah. Thank you. Oh wow, somebody in Ethiopia is watching my live. All right, family, we are all Ethiopian. Come on now, I see you. Thank you. All right. I know, Coteasy, we do need an Angie Stone biopic, and it's coming, like I told you, but it's coming in a way you would never, ever guess. So keep watching. I promise you, I'll let you in on the secret. Okay.
What's up, guys? Aldo here with PragerU. Today, I'm in Washington, D.C. to ask people what they think about our federal government spending and the disconnect between American politics.
Hello from South Africa. I'm just saying what's up, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It's meant the world to me. I will continue to drop science on you guys as the days go by, just to bring you up to speed with everything. It means, oh wow, somebody said, I loved your song, Little Boy. Little Boy is a cover song. It was Omar's song. And I absolutely love the song so much that I recorded it over. As a result, Omar and I became very, very good friends. And so whenever we get a chance to work together, we do. He's great. Thank you. I appreciate you guys as well. Thank you so much. All right. To my Zeta Phi Betas. Okay. Incorporated. Love you guys.